Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 here at Rawslowgaming with Bath City Football Club, which we're trying to take to the top of Premier League and beyond. We have played one match in the first season here, as you see, and we came out with sort of a lucky win, to be honest, but nonetheless all good. We will get back, or I will get back to you as soon as something interesting happens, or as we enter the match against St. Albans or the team selection then. So see you in a little bit. So time for the team selection here for the match against St. Albans, and we are slight favorites according to the bookmakers, so that's pretty nice, and let's hope we can carry that on, so to say. And we don't really are going to make any changes other than Brunt, of course, but he's still suspended for another match. So we will bring him in instead of Watkins, as we have that done, so to say. And the bench here, we should probably have more midfielders here, or are this an alright bench? Defenders left and center, and one midfielder and one striker. Well, I feel like Reigns here is probably a good option instead of either Ball or Hartridge, and we'll put in him instead of Ball. Yeah, I think that should be all right, and we'll submit here and continue towards the match, and hope for a good match here again. And we'll just kick off and play just as usual, and I should, as usual, have taken a little bit of a look on the tactics more than I did, but yeah, I'm not really likely to do that much. I just really want to focus on the play and moving forward and doing the managerial things, so to say, that I'm trying to do with the signing staff and players and everything like that, and doing it in a well-balanced way. So first highlight of the match here in the 23rd minute, it's St. Albans with the ball coming one-on-one versus our keeper, and a sliding tackle there just at the end and saving the ball the first time, but not the second time. So it's a goal here for St. Albans City, unfortunately in the 23rd minute. And in general, though, just as I said in the first episode, that sequence really feel a lot out of character versus how it was in Football Manager 2019. I think in general, all animation and fluidness of everything there looked a lot more like how it usually is, so to say. Right, so we have players that are uninterested a lot there. I see might need to change the setting on what our assistant manager does or does not. I don't know if it's after feedback. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what he's shouting, but it doesn't seem to work. And a chance for both Bath City and St. Albans City there, and none of them goals, so that's good. All right, so after one half, obviously we're down 0-1. Looks like stats-wise we are ahead, but we're not hitting the goal, which of course is a problem. So we'll hand over to assistant there for both these things, and he did do good there at least, so that's good. And again, no one special there to complain or praise after halftime. First highlight here in the second half, in the 50 minutes, Bath City with the ball, driving it up here on the left-hand side, crosses it in towards Edwardson. He hits the post. Oh, darn it, a very good chance there to get back into the match. A little bit unlucky. And another chance here in the 62nd minute, just before we were hitting the substitution button. The ball to Smith here in the middle. Passing to Edwards to Britton, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 62nd minute. And we have equalized. Very good stuff there for Bassett. So let's hope we can keep this up. Very free there, Smith, totally open, and good passing there by, well, to Edwards and Britton. Direct passing, one-touch passing, very, very nice. Well, we don't need to see that 2 times. Well, all right. Offside, yeah, on the right side of the line. So definitely time to make a sub. And yeah, we are doing team shouts here that we shouldn't do. So we need to change that, obviously. So Pearson here is very tired. So I think we'll have in Tom Richards here instead of Pearson. And what more? Anyone playing bad? No, not really. Harper is playing a little bit bad, but not much. And we'll switch in Reigns instead of Tom Smith here. And what will you be? Ball winning? Well, you will play Messala in support, sure. Yeah, confirm. And yeah, exactly. Can't do this. Show some passion. And next highlight here in the 75th minute. And looked like it were going to be a good chance there, maybe from the free kick for Bassett, but not the case. But Bassett in control of the ball again in the defensive line. Passing up to Watkins, to Chilvers here in the very central midfield, to Reigns, back to Chilvers. And he's losing the ball there on a bad pass. So it's a chance for a counter-attack here for St. Albans City. And cross it wide here to the right-hand side. And a chance to get it in on a cross. And it's in, and it's also a goal, unfortunately, here for St. Albans City. As Bassett then trailing again in this match 1-2. Yeah, I don't really need to see that again. And next highlight here in the 79th minute, Bassett, another throw in here. The ball to Riley Love. And losing the ball there very easily. And Lasifano getting through here and another counter-attack. But yeah, safe hands there from our keeper, so no real issue. So let's do a last substitution here. Let's put in a man instead of Britton. And you will stay the same there. And maybe the last highlight of the match here in the 86th minute. Bassett is snapping up that throw-in. Edwards with a shot, and a good save there by the keeper, unfortunately for us. We'll shout the man more with only extra time to go. And a last highlight here, a corner for Bassett. Can something happen here, or very close there, but over the top bar by Watkins. And yeah, I think that's going to be everything for this match, unfortunately, for Bassett. And just waiting for the final whistle here, pretty much. I don't know if that were the case actually in the first match, that it dragged on for the final whistle. It usually does that no matter what. Or at least in FIFA or Football Manager 2019 it did. So, come on, shoot. Why aren't you shooting there? Oh, so strange. Oh well, the final scoreline for Bassett versus St. Albans City is 1-2. Shots 24-14, and shots on target 78, and possession 61-39%. So, obviously, As we have said, maybe we have a little bit of a poor keeper, and also we didn't really hit the target here at all. Looking at the stats, we should definitely have won that match, but we didn't. It's all right. But I definitely wished more from the players here. Don't feel like they did really superb, so to say. No one is having really that poor a rating or a good rating though, so it's not a catastrophe, but it's a match that we would have liked to won. After that match, we dropped down to 9th in the table, and yeah, we will see what we get to next, and I'll see you at the next match if nothing else comes up in between. And here we are at the next match day, and it's looking to be another close match. And Ryan Brandt is still suspended. For how long is you suspended, for heaven's sake? 1 match remaining, alright? So not too much more that we got to wait on him. And everyone is about 90% here, so that's alright. Don't really need to change anyone here, and we will not do it just for the same reason, really. And just let me have a look here. Yeah, it's only Stern. Pearson, all right, in the middle left is actually better there. So, and Stern, of course, but we don't really want to play Stern. He's old. Is really a fringe player that says there. I don't really think we are going to prolong his contract, so we will just let our loan players play and let them develop. And do we need to do anything special here? No, I don't think that's the case. Yeah, we'll just go with it here again with the selection that we have. And I did change the settings for the team instructions or the sideline shouts. So I've taken over that here again. So our assistant manager doesn't shout things that we don't want them to do. First chance here in the 14th minute for Bath City. A free kick, and it's a penalty for Bath City. Or is it? Yeah, this is Bath City, right? Yeah, it's gotta be. No, this is not Bath City. It's for Dorking. Yeah, for Dorking Wanderers. A goal there in the 14th minute. And how the hell did I take the wrong team? Well, I guess I sort of looked on the badge at the same time as I looked on their jersey and thought it was the same team, but obviously it wasn't. So Dorking taking the leader 0-1. After 14 minutes. But we have a highlight straight after here. Bath City with the ball, drawing it up. Edwards with the ball here on the right-hand side, crosses it in. But unfortunately, losing the ball there, or attackers in that area, so to say. So instead, Dorking Wanderers building up play here in the midfield. And almost getting to the ball there, Bath City player. Whoever it was, but not the case. So Dorking Wanderers playing it wide here, and another goal for Dorking Wanderers in the 16th minute. Unfortunately, really bad for Bath City, of course. Pretty darn well played, to be honest, there by Dorking Wanderers, though. This wide ball, really good, and a good cross in between the players there. 4 defenders there, though, that should have reached that ball no problem whatsoever. This is definitely not good enough. So we'll start shouting just that it isn't good enough, and that we demand more. Next highlight here, again for Dorking Wanderers in the 32nd minute, and Buchanan with another chance, but that were very wide considering where he were getting the chance from, so to say. And a goal kick here from Clark, and Britton with a chance passing to Watkins, and blocked just in the shooting moment there. Looked like a very good chance that unfortunately didn't get too much out of, so to say. Another chance here in the 38th minute. Dorking Wanderers again driving the ball up here on the right hand side, and finally Bassity taking control of the ball there on a sloppy pass, and Edwards playing the ball wide to Watkins, heading it to Britton, and he shoots, and it's a goal for Bassity here in the 39th minute. And that's also something you didn't really see in Football Manager 2019, like a good save from the keeper that just sort of were deflected into the goal. I don't think I saw that many times at all, rather, but we saw that there, and we reduced it down to 1-2 here. So that's probably good here for the second half. So after one half, I said 1-2. The stats are pretty even though we are not shooting enough, I guess. But other than that, it looks all right. The assistant definitely good to do the pep talk here before the match and in between the matches, I feel. At least the first one. Should probably do the individual talks instead of hand over to assistant the second one, if there are any special player that we want to talk to, either to praise or criticize. But we'll see if we can't get into that as opportunities arises, so to say. So, well, seems like this is going to be a highlight. It feels like that first kickoff highlight have sort of gone from the game here for Football Manager 2020. So Watkins with the ball passing to Chilvers here with a great chance, and it's a goal for Bassity in the 46th minute, and it's all equal here now, which is very nice and quite unexpected, to be honest, but we're definitely happy about it. And a good goal there, and very nice. Very good play there. And of course, the offside, no offside highlight, all right. And yeah, I like to shout only when we're down, pretty much. Varying between show some passion and demand more. All right, so passing the 16-minute mark, Riley having a bad game, so we'll switch him out. And Edwards here a little bit on the tired side, so we'll switch him out as well. And we'll be happy with that for the moment. This match so far, we definitely have hit our target with the shots, so that's pretty nice. What's not so nice is the next highlight here, being for Dorking Wanderers in the 69th minute. Oh, and saved at the goal line there somehow by Clark. Very good save there by Clark, and very happy to still be drawing the match. And maybe a chance for a counter here for Bassity. Watkins with the ball, passing to Baxter and up to, well, no one, or to Dorking Wanderers players. And again, this highlight is going to be pretty long, or this sequence, I guess. Bassity is still in pretty good control of the ball, arranged driving the ball up here on the right hand side. Will he be able to cross? Yeah, he crosses, and Watkins shoots, but just outside of the post. Very nearly there, but not the case. But yeah, as I said, we are pretty happy as is, to be honest. Let's do our last sub here, and that's going to be... No, it's going to be Richards instead of Chilvers here, I guess. Just to get a little bit of fresh legs on the field. And probably the last chance of the match. Corner from Bassity here, and Britton there with a chance, but unfortunately blocked by the defense on that open goal, really, to be honest. Very nearly a winning goal there for Bassity, but not the case. So the final scoreline for Bassity versus Dorking Wanderers is 2-2. Shots 11-13, shots on target 6-4, and possession 47-53%. So a quite well-deserved draw there for everyone, I guess. And yeah, we're quite pleased with that, or quite happy overall. And after that match, 12th in the league at 4 points, very much in the middle of the table. And I'll see you very shortly here in the next match day. Alright, so we're back with the last match of the episode, this time against Braintree Town, and this is also going to be a very close match if we're looking on the odds at least. So we're very, very slight favorites, and we are at the wrong screen, but we are having Brunt now in the team, so looking at the team overall, we are pretty darn strong. Clark definitely being a weak spot, and yeah, it's always for some reason so hard to find a good keeper and to keep the good keeper in the team. I don't know quite why, but I've always sort of had a problem with that in Football Manager, at least here. And a goal in the 3rd minute, the first highlight. And unfortunately, it's for the wrong team here, for Braintree Town. And yeah, a very tough start for us here in this match. Clark being there totally in the wrong place. Of course, our defenders really should make sure that no one gets to that ball. But yeah, Clark shouldn't have been out there at all. It's my feeling looking at that situation, trying to box it. So we'll see here if we can shout at the team to get anything happening. So next highlight here in the 29th minute. Bassity snapping up that goal kick. Edward with the ball, or Edwards, and getting challenged there and losing that challenge. But we managed to get the ball back. The ball to Smith here in the middle. Long ball up towards Britton. Brunt picking up that loose ball after that. Passing back to Smith, to Harper here on the right-hand side. And across up towards Edwards. And he hits just wide, but felt like that were offside. Apparently not. Because here comes the corner that we didn't get to see. And let's show some passion here. Or rather, let's show some passion. And I saw there that the players felt pressured, or a few of them at least. I guess that might have been from me, and that's also pretty new, because you could pretty much shout that how many times you wanted in Football Manager 2019. Edward switch a chance here, second time to cross, Britton just over the top bar. They would just get sort of bored in Football Manager 2019. Another chance here, Harper with a throw in to Britton, losing the ball there unfortunately. So maybe a counter-attack here for Braintree, but not the case. We're back in control of the ball. Smith here passing to Shilvers, to Brunt, and to Pearson. Passing back to Shilvers. And to Smith here again in the midfield, building back a little bit. Harper moving forward here and crosses it towards Pearson with a good header just outside though, unfortunately. But pretty good, good attacks there, I would say for sure. But we are trailing by 1 here after 1 half. Looking at the stats though, we definitely should be leading or having command of this match. Pep talk, right, and everyone good of that, and don't really feel like we need to do individual talk. We could say here to Tom Smith, but I don't think we will do that. Instead we'll continue on here and show some passion, and apparently it has started to rain here. Bassity with a chance, Edwards just picking up before the corner post there, and Britton, and it's not a goal, it's a corner. Gotta see that again if that's really were. No, we don't get to see that. Apparently not a goal. It really looked like a goal to me, but no goal camera there, and the corner only out to Braintree Town. Yeah, really frustrating overall here actually. And we'll shout the man more. Pressured, yeah. They are pressured by that feedback, but we are demanding more. We'll switch out Smith here, who's feeling extra pressured, and in with Reigns instead of Pearson. Then we'll switch Pearson and Edwards around there. And anything more? No, we'll stick with that for now. And show some passion. Yeah, less and less effective as the match goes on, of course. And we only have 10 minutes to go here now. Demand more. Right, you can do that to only selected players. I didn't know that. Maybe that's new, I don't know. But we had the final whistle there, unfortunately, so the final scoreline for Bassett versus Braintree Town is 0-1. Shots 14-6, shots on target 6-3, and possession 64 to 36%. So obviously we totally dominated that match, but couldn't get the chances to go in, which is a shame. Looking at the play rating though, overall, alright, but our keeper doing a bad match. But yeah, I would say not good enough in general, but not bad either. We were, I don't want to say unlucky, but it feels like we were a bit unlucky. So after that match, we are 15th in the league. 3 points up to a playoff spot, and 6 points from the league leaders, and 3 points clear of a relegation zone at the moment. And with that said, that will be everything for this episode. So I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you will come back next time. Until then, see you then. Bye bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.